it 14-day trial codes?
I guess
In
they
this
are.
economy?
I just see Esteban's barbecue grill right next to mine. Or Mel,
those,
But not him.
in mine.
But not him.
those are 3-day Xbox Live trials from old copies of what's it called? Crackdown. Enjoy.
Nice.
Hey, by the way, did you ever nuke that stream from like 4 days ago when John said something?
No.
Okay. And you never got flagged for it, so that's good. Maybe it
Like I told
Maybe.
John, like, YouTube has editing software, so if it's a problem, I can literally just go in there and cut it out, and the video will
Gotcha.
literally be like a second, like less in length.
Yeah. I got you.
But it could have also been to where I heard it clearly over the mic, and over YouTube it didn't sound so good, so didn't catch
True.
it.
True. Very true.
But Urjan's dropped the N-bomb on stream as well.
Yeah. It's
I
still
have two
wrong,
on
but I mean, I guess technically it's less volatile since he's black, but yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird with John. Like he wasn't saying it all the time. He'd rarely say it. Then all of a sudden, as soon as I started hanging out with Alex, it became like his new favorite word when we were doing D&D.
Yeah.
Just a little thing I noticed. All of a sudden, it came back into his Rolodex of words to say.
His his Wikipedia, yeah, his encyclopedia, yeah.
Yeah, it just magically popped back in. I was like, oh, what timing?
Yeah.
But anyway,
Oh,
I've
what a
already
lovely
started.
day. I have to go. See you later, yeah.
Yeah, I've already started the stream. I'm gonna start off easy.
Oh.
Welcome everyone, Ewok Templar Wilds. We gotta play it before Nintendo sues it for having mounted monsters.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're gonna patent it. They're gonna patent it talking.
Everything.
They're gonna patent maps. Remember Pokemon had a map in it that showed you where the towns were, so they're probably gonna patent maps soon. So be careful out there. Everyone stay safe. If you've ever played Pokemon and you rode a bicycle, watch out. You might have to make it a tricycle.
Or Pokemon that's made out of a bicycle.
Uh-oh. Congratulations, Esteban. Because you said the word Pokemon, Nintendo is immediately
Oh,
taking down your
oh.
stream. They
Oh,
just was it a stinger missile directly into it and blow it up, yeah.
A black hole. Cease and
Violation
desist.
of right! Yeah.
Yes.
Copyright!
Nintendo
fuck
said no.
them.
You say Nintendo. Like my
They
thumbnail. I think-
are the ultimate, like... Sorry, they're just
No, go
like
ahead.
they have they're family. They're supposed to be family oriented, which sure they still are. And it's like, check out all our awesome games. By the way, fuck you. Okay, literally, that's how they are. Yeah, fuck you.
No,
Okay,
I remember Smash tournaments
I
get
just won't
canceled all
fucking
the
play
time.
them then. Yeah, I just won't buy your shit then. Screw you.
Literally, if you do a Smash tournament, you can't have prizes.
Nope, no prizes. I'm surprised they even
None.
let you fucking stream that game.
Oh!
I don't even know. A lot of people don't stream Nintendo games. Like I see people play, like on YouTube. You can find like Zelda games. I don't know if people, like maybe the old ones I've seen. I've never even
Nintendo's
stopped
like,
to try and watch the new stuff.
Yeah.
And even the new Zelda, I forgot what it was called. What was it called? Like the Kingdom, where you could like build stuff.
Yeah.
Nintendo.
I've only seen shorts of that game.
The guild sent us supply items.
Hold on. I forgot to give her the distraction.
No, it's fine. This is just a warm up anyway. I'm gonna try to get some level 1 Thunder Resist jewels. This is a dual Crematrice.
Ah. Ooh, 2 chicken Rexes.
It's a raid down the field.
Right down.
Yeah, we had just like mashed potatoes. Was it like steak fingers and broccoli? So it was good. And of course, I laughed at that shit up with gravy when I did, and then put some like Cajun seasoned salt on it. Oh yeah, it was real good. So, more.
That sounds awesome.
More. Show us.
Yeah,
Tell
that's
us.
it. There's nothing left. They're extinct.
More.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Zoidberg.
Yeah.
Was the anchovies?
It's the last
More.
one.
More. Kill.
Yeah,
Oh, that just big with trees. Something new every day, I guess, guys. MLG Poe, spell like, comment, and subscribe.
No, yeah.
Yeah. So this is a fire chicken. That's very similar to Blaziken, am I right?
Yeah.
So are we getting sued over here? What's happening? I'm scared. Only we can have chickens that spit
No.
fire.
No chickens. Not
It's
allowed.
too similar.
Must have no chicken. That's the. You know what? You're right. Yeah.
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 You know what? Zelda had chickens in it that you kicked, you got in a fight. Now I'm fighting a chicken. They're gonna go, ah, that's too close. That's too close. We patent it.
Yep. Patent it. Yeah. You know what? Just make it a feather kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir, we're family friendly. Allegedly, by the way. Family friendly. Yeah.
Nintendo's gonna be like, could you help notice you're fighting that monster outside?
No, wait. You're writing it? No,
Yeah.
we invented that.
We invented that. We invented mounting monsters. Not that World of Warcraft had mounted monsters for years. Let's ignore that for now.
Yes. Then, like clockwork, he appears. He catapults through your front window, shattering it into pieces, and announces he is making 5 games, all in different languages, about a chicken, and then leaves.
That's the
Who
hero
am
we
I?
need. We need
Yeah.
Hideo Kojima to make his own Pal World and challenge Nintendo directly.
5 different games. Each game is in one language, and you have to figure out which one that is. And it's about a chicken.
Yes. They're not released in sequential order of the story, but you have to figure out which order it's supposed to be played.
Yeah, he like releases like the 5th one first and the 3rd one second. What the
Yeah.
fuck, right?
Why are you doing this? This is a video game.
Video game.
Pre-order now for Kojima for Kojima plushie pillows.
Hey, look who that is.
Like you play it. The first hour, you just play as an injured Asian man
I'm pretty
running
good.
through the
Bleeding
forest.
out, yeah.
Yeah. Ah, bouncing,
Yeah.
falling down trees and shit. Ah.
Woman.
He's like trying to get through the bushes, chop his way through, and snakes land on him. Ah,
Yeah. Get shot for no reason in the middle of the forest. Ah!
Yeah.
You try to see who it is. You see a chicken with an eye patch with a gun. There it is. That's the chicken you're supposed to play as. Like, why did it take me an hour to get to this part?
Don't worry about that. Fire next game.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, a wild cat is
Wow. Does the room just get smaller when you get in here?
I feel a Rietsu chicken.
What are your thoughts on Nintendo?
Yeah.
Nintendo!
What are my thoughts on Nintendo? Oh man.
Why'd you ask? Because he pulls out a giant encyclopedia from behind him out of nowhere.
All my thoughts on Nintendo. The things I
well,
like and don't like
be
about
careful,
it.
Kevin. They patented having thoughts about Nintendo.
Oh,
yeah.
right, of course. You know, so I'm sorry, I can't. I don't have
Hey,
the.
come on now, Kevin.
I have to pay to share my thoughts about Nintendo. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So everyone turn on their Switch so we can go to the Nintendo forum so you can actually talk about Nintendo.
Go to Nintendo forums to talk
Yeah.
about Nintendo.
It's the only way. You gotta pay a subscription to mention the word Nintendo.
Oh, that
Yeah.
just actually makes me sad now.
Should. Once Nintendo invents those Nintendo-themed heated seats, you gotta pay a subscription to keep them heated.
I don't even know where to begin. Like, of these jokes, it's just like I want to laugh at it, but it hurts.
Isn't it funny?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Laugh at the
Play
suffering
Kojima's
that is
new
Nintendo.
game.
Yeah. Oh, you missed out, Kevin. We were just discussing Kojima's new trilogy of games. All will be in individual languages. They won't release
Chronologically.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And the best part is you have to figure out what language it is and what order the games go in.
Yeah.
And the first game, whatever the first game is, you always start off as an Asian man in the middle of the woods. And you're hurt and you're bleeding out and you're getting shot, but you're also falling down a bunch of trees and into bushes at the same time.
Yeah.
I love how stupid that is.
There's also no dialogue. He doesn't talk to himself. He just makes sounds of pain and screaming.
Wow.
That's just the intro area. Also, he's not even the character you play as in the game.
That's so dumb.
And yet it sounds real.
It's so dumb, it's real.
Kojima? Is that you? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Bro, we gotta get out of here. He's gonna break through more windows.
Check out this new flavor of coffee I invented. It's called I'm Making a Game.
Game mate.
Oh, God bless it. I never fought a fire chicken.
This chicken is too spicy.
Yeah, he's got the Colonel's recipe all messed up, man. He's got that zippy zap sauce that other guy's always talking about.
And Louisiana heat.
He burned Flavortown down.
Oh no, not Flavor Town.
We gotta take him in. It's the only way.
The rest of this one.
Must be stacked.
So, since the new Zelda game has crafting in it, do you think they're gonna patent crafting in the game?
Oh god. I would actually love to see them try. I would actually love to see them try patenting on crafting mechanics in like any video game. I want to see the world actually fight Nintendo on that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they already patented, what was it, like using a monster to glide? And they forced
Yeah.
you on PAL,
Yeah.
now you have to have a hand glider instead of using your PAL. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Can't be serious.
I mean, yeah, I don't even know where to begin with that. I'm still so flabbergasted that even got to that point.
Hooray.
Bananas, dude. I don't feel good about it at all. I told Phil, like, as soon as Palwood goes on sale again, it might be time. Might be time to go through
There
Palwood.
might be time.
I might have to support it more than I support Nintendo. That's just highfalutin science right there. There's nothing I can do.
The thing is, as I sit down and think about it, there's like the whole like idea about
Oh, he's in your deathbed.
Oh.
I was gonna say, because you know about the whole like the Switch 2 and all the nonsense that's been going on with that. It's just like I have like zero interest in picking up a Switch 2.
Yeah.
And then the value is not. When I think about like Nintendo, it's like I feel like when it comes, because they're extremely anti-consumer, which is insane at points.
Yeah.
But I start to think about it, and it's like I wonder if there's just this insane disconnect with the people who run the company, who are thinking like, you know, what they're doing is like reasonable and makes sense, versus, you know, everybody else thinking like, what are you doing? And then they get so flabbergasted and taken aback. But it sucks because you have so many people who like support Nintendo because, you know, because I'm not denying like a lot of the games that they put out are pretty much bangers,
Mm-hmm.
but the way that they run their company, it's like there's not enough
Yeah.
people who take a step back and think like, whoa, wait, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So it's
Man,
just like
all
there's just not enough. Well, there's technically too much like bias for Nintendo, which is really disappointing.
Yeah. Too many.
Look what it's become.
Look what it's become.
I mean, that's just a weird generation of gamers right there that are like. I never could be a big fanboy of any company. Like, there's no there's good games and I like them,
Yeah.
but it's not like I go, oh man, the
this
company
company's
that
so
made it. Yeah,
badass. Oh.
I'll
yeah,
go
because at the end,
I
Go ahead.
might stop and say, oh man, that's a very good developer, or that's a very good game. They're badass at making games. But I'm not like, when it comes to stuff like this, when it's like so on the nose, hurting like people and their freedoms essentially. I mean, this is the stuff I've always been against, because then like you go back to the people that are talking about how you should get comfortable not owning your games either, and it's like everything's trying to move towards subscription services and microtransactions. And I feel like these are the people that go blind. Well, that's what they do for quality. It's like quality is like I don't know what delusions these people suffer from, but we had quality before we had all of this increase in cost of making games and all this nonsense that they try to throw in there. Not to mention the I feel like we're definitely hitting the what's it called? Like the power creep when it comes to like graphics. Like they can only get so good to where now it's like, okay, pay $900 and you look like I've seen it a lot lately, especially when it's like it shows an example of one video card next to like the next one, and it's like the tiniest like sliver of better.
You're like, what's the difference?
But you're being upcharged like $500 because the new card and scalpers are holding on to it. It's like, what is this? And now they're making games that to where you have to have a certain amount of memory, a certain amount of storage space, a certain graphics card, just to meet the weird demand of these high demand graphics. That I don't get it.
Well,
Yeah.
so when it comes to like what you're talking about, when you're talking about like, you know, graphics and like polygons, you know, when you get to, because like for a while, the earliest generations, we just had 2D. We just basically had 2D. We didn't hit 3D until we got to N64 and PlayStation.
Quest accepted.
Oh damn, this one filled up.
There were some games that were kind of testing 3D, but like N64 and PlayStation is when it really started to push and take off with that. With every generation after, I think it's the 5th generation, which is N64, PlayStation. I think Dreamcast is included with that as well. You still see like the leaps and bounds like of what 3D like keeps going with every generation. It's only until we start getting into like PS4 and Xbox, I think it's like the 8th generation, is where now you're starting to notice that the investments in graphics is having a less and less return.
Yeah.
Because like you can still see the difference, but it's nothing like revolutionary like versus like what you saw on a PlayStation 1 versus a PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
And so on. So it also like what you said about how we had quality without the higher expense.
We had
I feel
better
like-
games back then too.
Well, I was gonna say. Well, I was even gonna say. It seems like a lot of the newer games that are coming out are very strict and formulaic, where it has to be like a certain thing. And you also have the influence of stakeholders talking about like, is this game going to be like successful? How much sales is going to be and all that other stuff. Versus when you talk about games back in the earlier generations, video games were more of a niche thing. And you didn't have a lot of like stockholders and shareholders and all that other stuff. But when you get into the later generations, now you have all those people trying to fiddle with like development teams trying to actually create the product. and it's impacted the industry negatively.
Yeah, it's the whole thing about how I said, you know, the Oblivion remake is not $50. It is not a $50 product. It is literally, they just fucking plucked the game into Unreal Engine 5. That's it. It's buggy and it's a piece of shit. But, you know, nostalgia sells, and they know that, and they're profiteering off that, and it goes back to the thing of like, oh, games are expensive. Correct. You don't need 600 people making video games then. Cut it to 200. You don't need, you know, oh, we need, you know, I don't know, an employee telling an employee to tell another employee to do stuff and stuff like that. It's just, yeah, just cut the cost, but they don't want to. So now you just get overpriced crap. It's not going away, and what they're starting to realize is, you know, like, I don't buy video games anymore. A lot of people I know don't. They maybe one video game a year, maybe, and that's most people. Like, people just aren't buying it. They're just like, no, fuck you. I'm not paying $60 for a piece of crap video game.
Oh, well, yeah, not even like $60. You're talking about like 70 now being pushed to like $80.
Yeah, like, screw that.
And also
Yeah.
looking to 100.
Well, yeah, that's how we always wondered, like, is GTA, or what is it, 6 gonna be the first game that actually tries to launch at like $100? Because you're getting to a point now where people have other options of entertainment.
Oh yeah, plenty. Yeah, I know D&D, especially over like Discord, is coming back because you can just share screens with each other and stuff like that. It's cheaper. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just do other stuff other than like play, honestly, a crappy video game that is not even finished for $100 and is really just gonna make you frustrated. So,
yeah, well, it just baffles me with people's, it's just like the mentality of many, like, you know, game publishing companies for games and like even development teams for games, because now granted, you still have some development, still have some games that are coming out that are still like really like good, like bangers. Like, what is that one game that came out recently that a lot of people were praising? That
Elden Ring. No, I know what you mean. What is it? The Expedition 33 or something?
Yeah.
That I don't even know. Like, that game looks like a Persona game. I don't even know what is that game.
It's like a turn-based, isn't it?
It's like a turn-based game, yeah.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
But,
No, he got shot.
Dude got tased.
So it's like, yeah, it's like a turn-based, like, open world, like, RPG game. I wouldn't describe it as, like, Persona. I would say it's, like Baldur's Gate, but not in the style of, like, D&D. Like, it's a fantasy game, and it launched for, oh, you can get it for, like, $50.
Well, no, because I'm sure Gomez and John will buy it since they buy a bunch of games, and they're always like, "Oh, you guys just play old games." It's like, yeah, because I'm tired of spending $70 on fucking piece of shit. Sorry, you know, it's just like that's why I'm tired. I'm tired of my money being wasted. So now it's just like, no, I'm just gonna play old games or party games or something. So.
Well, I was gonna say, just because it's so many games out there that just like
Suck.
hero shooters or like battle royale games. Like,
Yeah.
how many games are trying to be like Fortnite? How many games are trying to be like Overwatch?
Yeah, I do not enjoy Overwatch. My competitive, like, you know, like, it's still there, but it's not there for shooting. I don't care about shooting.
Yeah, I'm not as competitive as I was
Yeah,
when I was playing Halo 3.
exactly. Like, it's gone. I'm not 19 anymore. I want to be the best Halo player ever. Now I'm just like, no, I just want to spend time with my friends and enjoy, you know, my downtime. So, and you know, teach their own. I'm not shitting on them. Teach their own. They do what is in the interest of their time. So I don't find being competitive to be of value. Perhaps they do, perhaps not. So.
Yeah. Jesus. This has gone exactly like the world would do. With these monsters everywhere.
Yes, at all.
It's
Oh, he's
good
almost
thing.
dead.
Good.
He's a
this
piece
one's
of
this one's a
crap.
sleigh.
I've set a trap. Good to have you.
Excuse me. Sorry.
It's bad.
Yeah.
No, Philip, you have to kill
Oh,
him.
my bad. Oh, my bad. Display.
Slay, damn it, slay. But yeah, I've heard good things about that. I'm sure I will, at the very least, watch someone play it. But I watched someone play it for like 30 minutes, and I was like, this looks like Persona, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. I'm just like, it's a game. Apparently, it's a good one. So.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was just gonna say, you're gonna get like some games that come out that are kind of like, I guess you would AA or AAA or whatever that are actually good quality and are actually worth your time to play. I mean, if it's what you want to do and what you invest your time into. But there's a lot of games out there that are just not worth that at all. I don't like people just getting frustrated or just not enjoying it. Also, yeah, I would say, Devin, the Oblivion remaster has been a resounding success for Bethesda.
Weird, isn't it? It's like nostalgia sells, and they, you
Right.
know, surely didn't lose a lot of money on their new IP, Kevin. I'm sure that's totally not the reason Todd was like, hey, Microsoft is on our ass about being, you know what I mean, in the red badly. So
Yeah,
I don't get it. It's literally the Gamebryo. Yeah, we talk about this all the time. It's the Gamebryo engine, and they just slapped UE5 paint on it.
yeah.
That's all they did.
Well, yeah.
I mean, they
so-
did add sprint and some other ease of life changes, but not a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some small things they've added for sure.
Yeah, I could see how reworking the level up system would take you time and doing it inside the same program that Oblivion was made in. And I could see, I don't know. I mean, you have to look at the script because the running does look funny, so maybe they just like inserted
very
it
funny.
animation.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it does look-
I believe that is the default UE5 sprint animation. I'm
Yeah.
not kidding. I believe someone, I think someone literally went through that engine, and it's just the default sprint animation
Yeah.
for that engine.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because like
It
this
looks
game,
funny.
like it looks great because yes, it's an Unreal 5 engine, but and I also get it. Like I played so many hours in Oblivion. It was like for me, it was such an ultimate escape game. But at the same time, it's the same game with, you know,
Fresh
super
coat of
graphics slapped onto it.
Yeah,
But-
it's nostalgia bait.
Yeah, you know, you're right, and like a lot of people bought it because like, oh my god, it's Oblivion. It's like the first time I played it again. It's like the thing is, I don't think people are talking about enough how the game has been struggling to run on even the most powerful hardware.
Consistent frame rate issues.
Yes, and it's very disappointing. So I'm just kind of like, hey guys, don't get like sucked in nostalgia. Like try to be objective about it too.
I've said I've been very, like, I think old Unreal Engine 5 is dog shit, but I've also, I've had that take
been
again
overused.
with Smite 2. Like Smite 2 looks like shit to me as someone who has like 1,000 hours in Smite 1 and like is genuinely, knowledgeable of the game and shit like that. It looks awful. It runs like shit. It looks awful. It's not Smite. It's garbage. And I just don't like UE5. I don't. Unreal Engine 3, I get it. It's old. To me, it was perfect because it just there was something about it. Everything was just a little bit cartoony, and I was fine with that. We've just completely skipped over Unreal Engine 4. I don't even remember any game that plays that. 5 is just ugly, man. It's just freaking ugly. Like, there's only so many times you can look at like, oh my god, the environment is amazing, cool. The freaking NPCs look like, butt cheeks. So,
My cheeks.
yeah.
Nice.
And yes, I you know, just like everyone, there have been times in the past where Oblivion where I literally turn it on. I just walk around, you know, I just walk through nature and just kill goblins and pick flowers and stuff like that and turn my brain off for an hour and just listen to the music like everyone's done. That's nice, but there has to be more to it than just doing that for 100 hours.
Yeah.
So that's all. And I don't know. Cut costs. Tell people suck it up. Play people off. I don't know. Fuck Nintendo. That's how we got into this. They're stupid.
Yeah.
They're really stupid.
I'm still like at a loss of words over that too. It's like I just don't know what to say.
They had to change in Palworld to just because they just got sick of fighting with them. It used to be you could essentially catch and throw the Pokeballs. Now you like drop it at your feet, supposedly. So, from what I've been told.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a patch. They did it. I mean, the trial's not over, whatever. The case isn't over, but I
Yeah,
guess they preemptively did it just in case they lose.
Yeah.
It's just that's
But
it just
I
comes off as like petty to me.
Yeah,
It is.
it's one of those things. Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, I legitimately think as long as you don't have a just completely batshit insane judge, it's gonna get thrown out immediately because it's gonna be like you can't patent catching something. It's just something that humans do, you know. We catch shit. Like, are you stupid? You know.
It's
And once a judge says it, that's it. That is it. No more. Yep, that's it. So, it seems very easy to me. If I was a judge, I'd be like, how stupid do you think I actually am? You're wasting my time. No. You lose, that's it. They can do what they want. We patented catching things. Sure you did. Okay, buddy.
Yeah.
You know what also this whole thing reminds me of too. Apparently the Nemesis system from Shadow of the Warrior. Warner Brothers found the Nemesis system, and they've done nothing with it. Because I've never played Shadow of Mordor, but that was always one thing that was such a high praise for that game because it was a really cool mechanic in that game. Because the idea of it is that you have an enemy, you fight the enemy, but if the enemy like defeats you or kills you, then that enemy like gains recognition, strength, and all this other stuff, and it's built into the world, which is a really neat, cool mechanic. And then Warner Brothers patented it, so no other development studio could ever use that mechanic, and then they did nothing with it.
Yeah.
It's I don't. It's ludicrous to me. It stifles creativity.
Comes to stuff like that, yeah. Absolutely. It's like you have this idea, and it's like they get so big to where you lose. I don't know how to describe it. You're not seeing the forest through the trees, kind of situation.
Yeah.
And it's only about money, which as a company, I get it, especially if you're just like this soulless machine that's only about making money. I mean, I get the logic behind it, but like, where do we draw the lines on like creative like freedoms? Because what about things that are just similar? That's why like this whole debacle of Palworld started. Like, what if someone made something similar to the Nemesis system? Would Warner Brothers go out of the way and be like, hey, this is super close, and like sue the hell out of them? Like, maybe. Like, they get praised for it, but like, what is the Nemesis system? Like, you kill a guy and he's not dead. He comes back and he remembers your character's name. Like, how easy would it be to make a script where that's just the thing that he does? instead of calling it the Nemesis system. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's WB. That's WB's all about like that's another company that like I just wish the absolute worst on them. They're awful. Like Nintendo genuinely makes for the most part good video games, and they're really assy, pissy about everything. WB fucking sucks. They suck.
Yeah.
They suck. They are awful at making video games, and they're acting like Nintendo. And it's like, you don't have the privilege to act like that. Your video games, other than the Batman Arkham Asylum games, have stunk forever. People have actively memed on you for years about how bad your video games are. I guess maybe the Injustice games too, which are fine. I know one was pretty good. Again, I'm not a fighter. I'm not a fighter one, but I've heard Injustice 2 kind of stunk, but one was generally good. And obviously the Shadows games were, for the most part, considered good. I believe 2 was kind of like, but 1 sold really well. But man, it's just like, you fuckers can't even make good video games other than the Batman games, and you're acting like Nintendo. What are we even doing here?
And that's that money right there, because they're not. They didn't start off as a game studio, so they have a different mentality. Game studios sort of like branched out of them because they said, "Hey, there's money to be made here," you know. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, didn't WB also used to own, or still owns, Monolith, but they basically stopped them from doing stuff.
I think so.
I think there's been a lot of really terrible management with WB.
Surprise,
like that.
surprise, yeah.
Yeah. I want to say WB was behind like some of the crazy changes you might have seen when it led to like Fear 2 and Fear 3.
Yeah. Get me started on Fear 2 and Fear, especially Fear 2. Because like Fear 3 is where I'm just like, alright, whatever this is. But Fear 2 just left me frustrated and angry.
Yeah, Fear 3, at least it feels like someone who made the House of the Dead games was given like the Fear IP and said, alright, I'll try to make it fun at least, you know? It was crazy, but at least it was fun.
I will say, as much as because I hated the story of Fear 3, but at that point, playing it with you, I did have fun because we could make fun of it.
Yeah.
Oh, Fear 3 just like, that was like frustrating the whole way through. Because like, there were some points during Fear 2 I was like, oh, this is actually like creepy and cool. And then just all the other nonsense happens and it's like, I'm so frustrated with this. I can't believe what they did with this.
Fear 2, I don't know how to say this, I'm just gonna say it, it got too anime. Like, there was too much of an anime-like style in Fear 2, because at first it's going a direction, all of a sudden, like, I think it's right when Alma finds the dude you play as, and decides to become hot Alma. I was like, okay.
I hate that. First off, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. How old is Alma when she dies?
She is 16.
She's 16, let's keep that in mind. Also, her other, like, apparition of Alma is, like, what, a 10-year-old child?
Yes.
Okay, so let's keep all that in mind as well. Also, in the first game, Alma is a terrifying entity.
Yes.
She could walk to people and liquefy them to death in a horrible, agonizing way. At the end of Fear 1, the main campaign, when Alma breaks out, I was legit on edge. Because I didn't know what she was capable of, what she was going to do. I didn't want to be anywhere near her when she was walking around, or when her corpse was walking around. That was not a fun time. Freaking doing that in Fear 2, like, sets off so many alarm bells for me. It's like, one, no, I'm not, like, don't do this to Alma, period, ever.
Hit it with sleeps.
It's just, it's so frustrating that they did that, because it's wrong on several levels. Like, one, like, you kill the entire horror mood that you had going with the school sequence. two, like, first off, stop, because it's almost like, okay, one, she's a corpse, first off, and then second of all, it's like, didn't she die when she was 16? That's even more uncomfortable for me. Just stop doing it.
Yeah, she's like a. At this point, I forget how long it was. Well, I mean, both you and Paxton Fell are in your 30s, so she's like a 50-year-old ghost inside of a dead 16-year-old body.
Weird.
I hate
Oh,
it.
that's why I said it gets super Japanese. And after she does like, and also like there's supposed to be like the split personality thing, because yeah, she shows up as hot Alma and still shows up as child Alma, and every now and then, like if you're not like nearby, you can see her in the distance, she still shows up as creepy Alma. It's like just, all right, okay, we get it. We get it. You gotta push this weird boundary you push in a lot of things for some reason.
Just they didn't have it. Really didn't. Her entire motivation in Fear 2 just doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't. I remember when Paul had, you know, the apartment right next to your place, Esteban. You went through the entire game, and maybe you remember. I just sat there and I watched you, and the entire time you would like pause after every level and go, see, Devin, this is why it's stupid, because, and you would explain it to me for like 10 minutes and then continue. Yeah, he did, and I remember he finished the game and Gabby was there, and even Gabby was watching, and she was like, this ending is fucking stupid. And then Esteban was like, yeah, now I'm gonna explain to you why it's stupid, and he did for like 10 minutes, so...
Yeah. I remember
Every level, you would sit there and break it down. This is why it's dumb and wrong.
Oh yeah, because I mean, even like going back to like the basics, like the whole freaking like school where they're training them doesn't even get mentioned in Fear 1. I'm not sure how it was necessary, because the whole idea was that Alma was like special, and they made her, and it's also like fucked up because like, I mean this is part of Fear 1 though, but. Arlen Wade is her dad. He uses his own DNA to mix with Alma's.
Yeah,
To
which
make.
that's-
Yeah, it's
yeah,
gross.
That's disgusting.
You think he would pick the Super Soldier or anyone else, really?
Anyone else, yeah, like that. Okay, yeah, because like, trust me, like, Fear 1's not perfect either. There's some aspects of it that I criticize that as well.
Yeah.
But man, is it so much better than Fear 2 and 3.
Essentially, Alma was like just randomly born with psychic powers, and
Yeah,
him
so
and his
she's
company
an
decided to do everything in their power to amplify it and try
Yeah, I
to
think
copy
the-
it as well.
Yeah, they wanted to find a way to replicate it and then, you know, weaponize it to create, you know, an extremely efficient, like, defense fighting force. They were trying to militarize her power. And of course, a lot of the experimentation screwed her up, and then I don't know why her dad does this, but he wanted to basically try to reproduce it. And I think this is disgusting. His idea and motivation, probably using himself, is because Alma is his daughter, so he was trying to basically keep all of the genes to where he can get to replicate again. Still disgusting, but I think that's
Clone
what he was
himself,
trying.
basically.
Yeah, clone. Yeah, which is horrible.
Oh, he's ready.
But it's frustrating to me because, you know, you go through Fear 1, and then you go through the expansions, and it's like, all right, they're setting up like a premise, they're setting up more stuff, and it's like, all right, I'm actually. I have some issues with like the game, but it's like I'm ready for more of this universe. And then Fear 2 kills all of that. Fear 2 like killed all of the setup. It retcons so many things, throws out all the expansions,
Yes.
which I don't know why they did that. And then
It was
they
weird.
just burn it all down with the game, and then it's so frustrating. I
Oh,
will
now
say-
you want to get down.
Yo.
I will say the one sequence in Fear 2 that I did enjoy was like the mech sequence. That was fun.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty well made. Oh yeah, gameplay wise, the game was fine. Story was banana sandwich.
I disagree there. I think the AI is such a huge downgrade from the first game. I mean, I would say probably like mediocre is what I would call Fear 2.
Oh.
But what was so awesome about Fear 1 was the enemy AI.
Well, I mean, relatively speaking, like
And
comparatively,
relatively speaking, sure.
speaking, it was good
Looks like
and
the monster
fine.
dropped something.
Like, I don't expect every other shooter to try and replicate what Fear 1 did, but they should, but still, I don't expect them to.
Yeah, but it felt like a huge regression to where like the enemy AI was just so
Generic?
It was so easy and predictable. Where I swear, dude, I still remember one of my encounters in Fear 1 where, you know, a bunch of the soldiers, I can't remember what they were called, of Paxton Fettel's like psychic army that he was controlling with his mind. I basically had a balcony. I had the high ground on them, but I was outnumbered, and they started like taking cover immediately, gunning for me. But then two of them flanked me, started shooting at me from downstairs, forced me back into the room, and then they advanced up and then threw grenades in to flush me out. And then I ran out and then did the slow-mo and was able to take them out, but they took out all of my armor and I think about half of my health. And I was like, oh, that was cool.
Yes. Yeah, you do
Because
lose that in
they-
Fear 2.
Yes, you really do, unfortunately. And the thing is, if they can't replicate it in the second game, like, at least try to be, like, close to it. But it didn't even feel close at all.
That's
Yeah.
another weird part, is that they have rights to it. They own Fear 1, so they could literally go into the engine, find the source code for it, and then just
Yeah.
look at it and be like, okay, let's try to replicate this. Because, like, literally, that's all they would do is, like, as soon as they spawn in, they see you, they know to take cover, they know to continue to advance on you, and it is cool to even have the different levels of AI, to where some of them talk like veterans and some of them talk like newbies. Like one guy, I remember that the first time I was playing, to have one of them go, "Where should I go?" and then the other one just says, "Shut the fuck up." And they all get quiet, waiting for you to make a move around the corner.
Really cool.
Yeah.
And I find that weird. Like, when it comes to like respecting an IP, and this goes with everything, movies, shows, games, like if you own the IP and you know it has a fan base, why can't you just respect it? Why can't you use it as well? It's right there. You could open up the books, you can read them. Why do you just go, whatever. The Witcher now, the entire season hangs out with the witches, and they just talk. And freaking Henry Cavill was hard to work with. Okay, don't listen to him. He's crazy.
Yeah. When in fact it's just people get a little bit of power and they're like, you know what? I know that, you know, the book says that, but I'm in charge now. And then, you know, then you get like actors who have money and are like, no, you're not gonna do that, or I'm quitting. Okay, I'm quitting. Bye. Good luck. So, and good for him, by the way. Seriously, fuck that stupid show. I don't even like The Witcher like that, but good for him. Like, he has his money, and he literally told him, no, you're gonna do what the book said, or else. Okay, bye. I quit. Fuck you.
And then they made their spinoff.
And their spinoff sucks. Yep.
Yeah. We got a new Witcher. He's the Witcher, but this is the story when he was younger and he was doing other Witcher stuff. And
It certainly doesn't look like
"Alright."
Superman anymore. Anyway, yeah.
Weird, right? No, I mean, it can work. You gotta do it right, though. Also, to just do it out of nowhere, because after you watch season 3 and they leave it open-ended, it just feels like a total, like, weird backpedal that you're not recovering very well from. It's like, well, you already started this story, and now you pissed off the only actor or person on the show who actually cared about it, and now you don't even want to address it and go, but you want to go, oh, well, we've got a new story for you. Don't pay attention to that. 3-card Monty, like, like, just start shuffling the deck and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he's literally the only one who cared about it. Everyone else, you think they fucking care? No, they don't care about the show. They want their name attached to it so they can get other jobs from it. Is what they don't
Yeah.
give a shit. Whereas he cared. He made his money already, and he literally, and he told them, he's just like, nope, you will do it. You will respect the source material, or I'm quitting, and then the show's gonna tank. Well,
Yeah.
what the fuck happened? Just that.
And then what was their argument? Well, sex is in the video game and in the book. I was like, yeah, but does it spend pages on it, or is it like a page? Is it like a few minutes on screen? Is it insinuated? Because I remember the games, I would spend hours making my freaking oils, prepping for this hunt, then having this long 12-minute arduous battle against this bog hag that was way over leveled that could kill me in one shot. I
Yes,
didn't.
love it.
I don't think I stopped to go. Oh man, Yennefer! Everyone, I gotta pause this. I gotta pause this.
Yeah.
You can kind of see the left cleft of her butt for half a second in this frame.
Yeah.
Like, like what is it? I get it. The actress is hot. You paid her to walk around wearing strings. I get the
Yeah.
idea. But
I
at
get
some
it, yeah.
point, maybe she could be wearing strings while throwing a lightning bolt up a ghost's ass. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, sex sells, but if it's just that, then it's literally, it's just pornography at that point then, and it's just like, what are we even doing here? Like, there's more to this
porno
universe
show.
than Superman banged the super hot
Yeah.
goth mommy. That's fine and all. Can we, I don't know, like, go fight a griffin or something?
Yeah.
You know?
I remember
Yeah.
a cockatrice took me like 3 hours one time. That was way more
Yeah.
memorable than any cutscene.
Yes.
Oh, and
It's
then
like you
going.
have all these
Sorry.
awesome monsters, and it's just like, yeah, but the goth mommy. Yes,
I'm
I
counting
can
on
look
you.
at those on the internet. I appreciate it.
But
Show me fucking monsters.
Goth mommies.
Yeah, show me monsters.
It's just like, at this point, it's kind of like, well, this is just kind of shallow.
Go ahead.
Going back to like respecting the IP, let's talk about what the fuck happened with Halo.
Oh, I didn't even. So at least with The Witcher, I gave them like a season. I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. The Halo one, man. I think I wasn't interested at all, and then the second like Rick started talking about it, I was just like, nah, I'm good. I'm just no, not even gonna give it the time of day. Fuck that.
It was insane. Just I never saw it. I saw bits and clips of it, and I'm like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean he has the drive now? What do you mean? What do you mean he sleeps with a spy for? What do you mean a human? First of all, why did a human become a spy for the Covenant? As insane of an idea that is. What do you mean the only action is in like the first episode and the rest of the season is like blah, then you might see something at the last episode? What? How did you mess this up so badly?
I don't even think you have to talk about the show. I mean, you can talk about like what 343 did with their games.
Oh my god, the games.
Oh,
The
man.
games.
Yeah,
It's like
the
343.
game.
It's like Halo Legends came out and they said, no, this is the canon now.
Yeah.
We know the books, all of the other books, and
Of
all
course.
of the games. No.
Low poly congalala.
No.
None of those things matter. We got all of our writers together, all 20 of them that worked on Transformers as well. And we put them in a room and made them watch Halo Legends and said, go even crazier. Go,
Even
this
crazy.
This isn't crazy enough. I need more insanity. You know what? I could see them doing a line of drugs as they were writing Halo 5. I'm like, what if Cortana comes back as the bad guy? Oh my god, no one would see that coming. We're so smart. I'm gonna go take a salad in the bathroom. Be right back.
I was just gonna mention, it's extremely alarming and raises a bunch of red flags when you get a comic book writer to write the plot for Halo 5.
Yeah. Not to mention the like worst rated one.
Weird. They also did that with. They also did that with Star Wars. Hey, what's the shittiest expanded universe setting? The one where Palpatine clones himself. That's the one. We're gonna make that the new fucking 3 films. Hell yeah, that right there. How about the Hershon Vong or just some other stuff like Apple? No. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. That shit's gay. We're gonna make Palpatine clone himself. And he's gay as well. Yeah. That. Yeah.
Congo Allah died.
Good. Its fartness shall die.
Yeah, that one was insane too. To just grab the Dark Empire. Of all the books you have, you're gonna go, hey, what about this one? Dark Empire. Well, a lot of people complained about it the most. Better make it.
Fantastic.
Yeah. You know what the games didn't have? Master Chief's butt.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and add that. Actually, let's have a whole 32-second scene. Kevin, are you looking? You have to look. You have to look at the scene. Look at it. Yeah.
Look at this butt. Look at his butt.
Yeah,
look
come on
look how
now.
toned it is.
Actually, magnify. Make it negative too.
Zoom
yeah.
in. Zoom.
Yeah.
A lot of Halo fans dislike some of the story in Halo 4 and 5, especially the part where they try to humanize Master Chief, even though he's supposed to be written as an avatar character that you can be fully enveloped in.
Yeah.
What if we made him even more human?
Yeah.
Also, take his helmet off.
Yeah. Make him kiss
Cortana.
girls too. Yeah. That'll really piss off Cortana, who
Yeah.
liked him as a mother figure and
Liked him.
not in any fucking. God, that part right there. Yeah, yeah. Cortana developed romantical feelings about. No, she didn't. She literally didn't. They was a mother-son relationship at most. She did not.
So here's the thing. Because like everybody keeps on saying like, oh, they gave Master Chief too many lines of dialogue, too much emotion, all that stuff. And it's like, okay, I agree with that. Now here's the other thing. You can see that the Master Chief in the first 3 games has like human
sure you're
characteristics, like moments that are like, oh, like he's actually expressing emotion, but in a much more subtle way. An excellent example of this is in the first game, the mission of Keys. When the Master Chief finally finds Keys, he is just too late. Captain Keys is fully converted, dies, and then Cortana says like, you know what he won't, we can't let the flood get off the screen. You know what he would expect, what he would want us to do. And you can see in that moment, Master Chief doesn't say anything, but he slowly clenches his fist, rears back his arm, and punches into the flood's infected like form face, which used to be the face of Captain Keys, as hard as he can to get the codes so Cortana can do her thing at the Pillar of Autumn. There's no line of dialogue, nothing, but you can feel the rage of
Subtle
that
storytelling.
punch. Yes, there's subtlety in basically that scene. It's like you don't need to have the Chief like say anything.
Yeah, he's not a cold-blooded machine, but he is machine-like. Also, like 99% of the time, he is in control of his emotions.
Yes, but he has moments. He has like sort of like at the end of like Halo 3 when, even though it's still kind of stupid, when Johnson, has his last moments and he dies in front of the Master Chief. You can see that he's quiet. He doesn't say anything, and he subtly gets up to finally do the thing where he needs to do with the Halo construct, get to the control center, and then activate the rain so he can wipe out the flood. But then you have the moment where Cortana says, like, Chief, I'm so sorry, but he doesn't say anything, but you already know what's going through his head. You already know what's happening. You don't need him to say anything. Like, the music, the subtle motions of his body language, you get all of that. That's all you need.
Yeah. No, the storytelling is just, it's garbage. Like this like current generation of just developers just literally doesn't know how to write. It's kind of hilarious. Which is why, again, I think I brought it up the other day. It was just like, just let Warcraft die. Don't make Warcraft 4. I don't think they are, but just let Warcraft die. Just they can have World of Warcraft and the abomination that it is now. Just let that die. Just Blizzard doesn't need to make any more new games. Just update your old games and remaster some new games. Don't make new IPs because they suck. Because you guys have fucking dick for brains, you know, employees. So
That's sad. But also partially true and their fault that, like, at this time we have many fans, and you're not the only person I've heard say this, but you'd rather an IP just stop because you don't want to run the risk of it becoming the next Star Wars or the next Halo or the next whatever, the next Fear 2.
Yeah, well, it's just the thing where you say just leave it alone. This is exactly how I feel about Lord of the Rings. You didn't need to make the Hobbit films. I mean, if you really wanted to do it right, not with what they did, but after that, leave it alone. You just leave Lord of the Rings alone. Of course, they didn't do that, and then now we're in the nonsense that we're in right now. But it's just for stuff that does really
that
good.
flaming bubble.
You don't need to keep, trying to milk the cow dead. Just let it go, and
because eventually the cow runs dry, and the consumers, we're not stupid. We know what's going on. We're just like, no, we're just not going to show up. We're not going to buy the books. We're not going to buy, watch the movie or the television show. We're not going to give you our money and our time. Like, it just stinks.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's stupid. It's really stupid. It's just I don't know what the solution is other than make everything cost less, which that's another subject for another day. But yeah, I don't know. Just maybe don't actually have 100 million employees and kind of filter out your employees and just like, do you actually care about, do you really actually care about your job, or are you just here to say like, I work for Blizzard, hire me, blah blah blah, or so, you know what I mean, stuff like that. There's a lot of people that just do that. It's like, yeah, I work for Blizzard, cool. You made like, I don't know, like a tree model for World of Warcraft. Fan fucking casting. Here's your fucking gold sticker. We don't care. Give me the lead writers or the main designers for video games and stuff like that. It's stupid. Just stop making movie adaptations and show adaptations of everything. Just let video games be video games, man. That's all I have to say about that.
I think they
Let
can
video
do
games be video games.
They can do it, but it's sort of like it's the same thing as like Witcher and Lord of the Rings. Why, or Deadpool? Why do you just grab random people to make it? Why don't you let someone who wants to make it make it?
Yeah, someone who has a lot of passion for the thing, somebody that cares about the source material and wants to uphold to it as best as they can.
Yeah, there's so many custom campaigns like on Warcraft 3 that tell the proper story of like, the Warcraft lore, like actual custom campaigns you can download, and in a game that's 20 fucking years old, they somehow replicate, a product that is literally better than a studio that has $1 billion to its name and can't fucking, get the lore right. Just incompetence, basically. Like, and it just gets to a point where it's just like, maybe just let the fans make shit now at this point.
Yeah.
It's all about money.
Yep.
Every single time someone makes something and like the first thing that comes out of their mouth is like, I'm actually a big fan of this. And that's why I wanted to make it. Notice how it's always better.
Yes, because it's made with love.
Yeah, it's always better than like the company. Like there's no writer or director coming out. Like that's when it's a red. To me, it's a red flag when like all you get is like the actors coming out and going, "Can you imagine how many lives we're gonna be saving?" Like that's the red flag. It's when like no one who's like behind the curtain is talking about, "Hey, this is something I wanted to make." No, all you see is a bunch of ads going, it's so cool, it's gonna be so awesome, you're not gonna want to miss it. We added 7 dicks to this gorilla. Like they're just doing stuff.
Yeah, they're doing shit for no reason. That's why you get the rarity. You get the rarity in the Superman guy who like actually cares. It's, said like, no, fuck you guys. You guys are retarded. I'm just quitting. And I respect the hell out of that. He has his money and he put his foot down and was just like, no. That's exactly what I would do too, man. Dude, like if I had, if I was worth $100 million or whatever, I'm sure he's worth probably less than that, but still living good clearly. And they're like, hey man, we want you to star in like a Warcraft movie. Now, given the Warcraft movie they made when we were in high school, I think it's fine. I was fine with it. It tells the story of what happens before one leading into one. I think it's fine. Don't make another one ever, because you literally can't anymore. But yeah, like if you make like a new, I don't know, like what do I really like anymore? God forbid, I don't even like a whole lot of stuff anymore. I don't know. Say like you're passionate about Half-Life, and they're like, let's make a Half-Life, film. Please don't hire someone that's just like, well, it looks cool, I guess.
Yeah. Oh,
he looks like Jim Gordon, and then like when you interview him, you can just tell it's just like, oh my god, you're just fucking stupid.
Right. He looks like Jim Gordon.
Just as an example, it's just like get people in there who care. But that's the problem. They never will, and they never are.
When I think about it, the Lord of the Rings films, despite like maybe a few problems that they have, it is such a miracle with the way that they turned out.
Yeah, they've aged like fine wine. Yes, there are problems. Just like everything that's good, there's problems. There's a lot of problems with a lot of products I like, but still at the same time, it's just like,
yeah,
you don't. My buddy Gun. That's his, obviously his real name's Anthony, but Gun was talking about this the other day when I just like caught up with him. And he's just like, you don't realize you're in the golden days until the golden days are over. And that's kind of how I feel with a lot. You know what I mean? That's how I feel with a lot of things in life. It's just like, you look back and you're just like, yeah, those were literally the golden days. And now, for the most part, it's kind of just all shit. So...
Yeah.
And the thing is, I really am trying to think, like, because, like, and on a way, I do agree with you, Devin, because I'm thinking, like, when it comes to, like, games, there was such a time where there was a lot of, like, creativity and a lot of, like, care and, like, passion for, like, quality and stuff like that. Like, granted, even growing up, there were still plenty of games that were absolute garbage, of course. Like,
Disney games.
shovelware garbage. You can... like the Wii.
Movie games. Movie games are one thing that has died, and I am thankful for it. There are no movie games ever. That's the one thing I will give them. But I think it's literally because they looked at the sales and were like, all right, we're not fooling anybody anymore. No one's buying these games. So
Well,
I was gonna say there's one movie game I remember playing that I actually liked, and it was a movie game. The way they made it, and it came out after the movie. But I feel like they got a break because of the game that it was. You remember they had this one that literally was just called Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith, and you played as Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Oh.
Yes, and it also had PvP too. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, because like it was half the game was like, side-scrolling, run around, like hack and slash, and then the other half was like, oh, it's a fighting game now.
Yeah. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I was gonna say that's the only one, but at the same time, I feel like it gets a break because it's a game that's being made by people where that game is. They've already been making Star Wars games for a while, so I feel like it falls in a weird category to where, it's a Star Wars game. It is half technically a movie game, but no, I agree with Devin. Where like it doesn't happen. Every time there's like just look at Minority Report, or what's another one? What's another like thing that was a movie that they try to shove into a game?
I don't know, actually.
But yeah, no, I will always remember the actual Revenge of Sith official like movie game was awesome because yeah, it's literally like single player game of the story, and then it's just like, hey, you got it, buddy. You can fight as like Grievous, Obi-Wan, Anakin, Mace Windu, the Emperor Palpatine, Kid Fisto, stuff like that, Yoda, and they're just like, fuck it, let's just throw in a PvP, one-on-one fighting one, and I had fun with it. I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
All right.
No, you must stay until 10:30, Kevin. You are not allowed to leave this.
Ever.
Oh, well, at least I got 11 more minutes.
Yeah, or whenever. But yeah, that's like the only thing I will give them is just like movie. I think like the last like movie games were probably what like the PS3 and Xbox 360 era. I think that was it. We have not seen movie games in well over 10 years now because even they know like, bro, people aren't that stupid. They're not gonna fucking buy movie games anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice talk. Just most video games stink, and just be very, very conservative, I would say, with your wallet, and slowly but surely that will also affect them too, because they will progressively realize, hey, we literally can't keep making slop. Like people are a lot more intelligent, and they are. People are like as dumb as most people are. A lot of people have access to a lot of things we didn't have 10, 15 years ago. You can look, you can essentially fact check just about everything anymore. So
yeah.
But man, it's just, I don't know. So Halo sucks. The Gears of War thing, it's like, okay, cool. I guess we can replay Gears of War again. I guess I'm a little excited, but like I don't really have that competitive edge of wanting to just shotgun people and blow their fucking head off with a 50 caliber anymore.
It's just like, so okay. That's what like really, that's what really like upset me is when I found out it's like it's the remaster of Gears, and it's like, wait, like just the first game? It's like yeah just the first game, and it's like, but you've already remastered this.
10 years ago, yeah, and it was a great remaster. For what it's worth, it was a great remaster. It was. They even included the PC edition of the game with like the 5 extra maps and the Brumach level.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, that's like when that came out, I was like, that's great. How about maybe the other games? And then like,
nope,
nothing.
Nope, they're getting the Fable 2 treatment where they're just going to be lost to time. It's like, dude, I've openly said Gears 2's campaign and Horde are fantastic. The multiplayer sucks, but I'm at a point now where like I don't really want to play multiplayer games anymore anyways.
Right.
And I'm not talking bots, I'm talking competitive. From a competitive, as someone who was fairly decent at those games back in the day, like the competitive, it was just awful. But 3 was kind of in the middle. It was not great, but not terrible, which was fine. But it's just like, yeah, it's just like.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like,
do you guys even try anymore? Yeah.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. It's like, so if they came out, like, let's say they did like a package of like, it's Gears 1, 2, and 3. We're remastering,
like
reporting it to PC,
That's a good
blah
sticker.
blah blah. And I'm just thinking like, okay, I would buy that. I would actually buy that. I would go out of my way to buy those 3 games.
Yes.
Because like, man, I would actually have fun going back to Gears 2
Alright,
and just
let me
playing
know
like
if you
either
change your
Horde
mind.
mode or just fighting against
Yes.
bots to kill a knight. I would do that.
Like 2 years ago, me, Philip, and Esteban actually like all hooked up our Xboxes before like all of our gold just died, and I think we played like one last like I don't know, like 15 round 3-hour game against the bots on Gears 2, and it's just like every now and then that's just fun to do.
Yeah, and I'm just, why? Like, did they lose the source
I'm
code?
counting on
Like, what's happening with these games?
Yeah.
You're lazy.
like I would think it would be great if like they did like a collection of like Fable 2 and 3. As much as like Fable 3 sucks. And I totally get like if nobody was like, no, we're not doing that. It's like, alright, fine. But like if they did that, I would buy those games. Oh, it saddens me. Like, it just, when they did, like, we're remastering Gears 1 again, it's like, why? Why? It's such a missed opportunity for me.
Yeah, it's
That would be.
Yeah,
it's the Fable 2 and 3 situation where they're just going to be lost to time, and they're just like, yeah, you remember the first. Now, me personally, I'm fine with that, but I get where you're coming from, because I, for the most part, did not enjoy my experience outside of playing with you guys with 2, and 3 was. 3 was
Yeah.
fine, but 1 was always my bread and butter. I always enjoyed the multiplayer the most, and I was very good at the multiplayer too. But yeah, it's just like, guys, you know, Gears 2 and 3 exist. Here's an idea: make a fucking collection and charge people like $10 more, and you'll get. I guarantee you'll get more sales. I guarantee
Yeah,
you will. 'Cause
that's
you
exactly.
will.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. Is like if they just do what Halo did, make a Gears of War collection, you could probably sell it for $50, and just include computer versions of Gears of War 2 and 3. You don't even have to do remasters for each of them. Just make Gears of War 1 the remastered one, and then I mean that's exactly what Master Chief Collection did. Halo 2 was remastered, and you just got all the other Halos with it.
Yep. And,
Yeah.
And although it wasn't functional for 2 years, at the end of the day, you know, over time, it became
More like
became
5
a good
years.
product. Yeah, it became
Yeah.
a good product that, you know, we've all spent, what, 300, 400, 500 hours on. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like, no, we're not going to make money. No, you will absolutely make more money compacting it all into one game and not pissing off the diminished, you know, fan base that you already have, because Gears 4 and 5, especially 5 is fucking awful. Like, there's not even like Gears is dead. Like Gears of War is legitimately dead. Like, it's just sitting on ice. They don't know what to do with it, and it's like, yeah,
got this.
maybe, you know, just leave it alone.
And that's another thing. It's like a lot of people didn't buy that new Xbox. It's like, where did they go, dude? Where did they go? Well, some of them bought computers.
Yep.
It's like, just bite the bullet already, Microsoft. You have all these games that you own that you could easily just flip the switch and be like, by the way, all the games that we own that are for the Xbox, now you can buy them on the PC. Like, it feels like the console war is definitely coming to a close at this point, because it's like the only thing you could do is Xbox exclusives, but all of your major IPs that were your Xbox exclusives are all gone now, or dead. Like, barely have an audience that they really want to come back from. I mean, how many people are playing Halo Infinite right now compared to the Master Chief Collection?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, it's sad. It might be official to say that Microsoft has lost the console wars. They're coming to a twilight, as it were. But that doesn't mean that Microsoft's going to go anywhere. I mean, it's a huge company that literally got huge from computers and Windows. Like, you don't... I would say just take the L and branch back into what you know. If you really want to make a console, just make a pre-built computer that you let people pop it open, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. A lot of, hopefully, a lot of companies are realizing, like, console. Yeah, you said console war's over. Like, don't make new games for computers. Don't. Oh, we gotta dumb it down for the Xbox, bro. No one's buying the fucking Xbox. Who cares? Dude, even Microsoft is just like, yeah, we're just gonna start moving our IPs to the computer. Good. You should.
Yeah.
Well, it's sort of like twofold. So like, yes, with Microsoft kind of like dropping out of the console wars, it's sort of a good thing now to where it's like, okay, great. That means that there's one less console to worry about trying to optimize and sacrifice, on the PC side. The problem is we're still gonna have to deal with Sony and the PlayStation. But I think Sony and PlayStation more or less just care about trying to focus on like one type of game, which is like third-person action, like story-oriented games, which I don't know, I don't really care for that personally. But when it comes to PC games, we've gotten much better now than we used to be back then, where we're getting better with like platform optimization between consoles and PCs. But overall, it should be better now when it comes to people making games for PC. It's like we shouldn't have to sacrifice too much. If anything, it's like it should be like build the game on PC first and then try to figure out how to take stuff out for the console version so that that's popular.
Yeah, hopefully they realize that, like, it's not 2009 anymore, like, bro, no one gives a shit about the, like, even, like, I think the only console that's even remotely viable is either the Wii, which, who cares, it's, the Wii, and the PlayStation.
But damn, I got knocked out.
Really is only big in Japan, because Sony, so...
Uh-oh, this is weird. I got knocked out, but I can't do anything. Oh, it's because
Oh, you got stunned.
I got the free revive, that's why.
Oh. Oh, that's what happened. What
It took a while for it to load for some reason.
Wow, that was weird.
Yeah, I was almost on the ground for like a full minute, just staring at my dead body.
Yeah.
You just said, well.
Yeah. I think my cat was like, oh shit, I forgot, right?
He just turns around, oh shit.
Yeah. Ugh.
How dare you hit a woman.
Seasons this wyvern? What season is this?
Yeah. I like that thumbnail a lot.
It's amazing.
Alright, so Microsoft, I feel like, yeah, they should just, at this point, just release a pre-made computer that's Xbox themed. Maybe bring back the Xbox app as well, because I feel like that is just it was such a dickbag move, what they did. Because basically everyone on PC who had the Xbox app and made an Xbox Live account and bought a digital version of a game that works on PC, like now, they can't get them. They can't access them because the app's just gone now and not supported.
Yeah.
So all those digital games they paid for just don't exist. They're in limbo unless they buy an Xbox, then they can get them all back. But it's such a d-bag move. It's like, dude, just bring that app back. Release an Xbox themed pre-made computer, all Microsoft parts. You know what I mean?
No, not allowed. Yeah.
That's a whole nother thing.
We'll give you a fart in the hand.
Yeah. Cease and desist. This looks too much like Pokemon. Sir,
Yeah,
I am using... Go on.
No, they're just like, there's only so many bridges you can burn before everybody just is kind of just like, you know what? I'm just not gonna give you my business. Fuck you. So.
I mean, it's really the most powerful thing you can do against, like, that's the number one thing you can do to make a company like don't give them money. When they realize that they're not making money, that suddenly gets their attention very, very quickly.
Yep. Capitalism 101. Nothing matters except for the dollar bill. Once that the well goes dry, then their priorities. Oh yeah. You were right after.
Like that.
You were definitely right about that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just look at Bethesda. All of a sudden, oh, hey guys, how would you feel about Oblivion Remastered? Okay, cool, see you in 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, see you in 3 months. And, maybe Fallout 3 remaster? Alright, cool, we'll work on that.
Yeah, alright, cool, yeah.
It's gonna happen. It is going to happen.
I've seen the memes. I feel like they're leaking the memes themselves.
Yep.
Oh damn.
I guarantee you they're writing it. They are making it right now. And you know what? Remember, Fallout came out in 2018. So probably, I would say early 2027 or late 2027. You're going to see a remaster.
They're gonna team up with Amazon because like they just finished filming season 2 for the Fallout show.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the exact time I started seeing the memes again. I was like, Fallout 3 remaster, are we getting it? Question mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be interesting.
And they are. There's leaks. But there is.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's essentially the game. You know, it's the Gamebryo engine. I mean, like you guys know that Fallout 3 literally used the same engine as Oblivion. Basically, it's the Gamebryo engine. So they'll probably just do the same thing. They'll just pluck that shit up, put some fucking UE5 or 6 paint on it in 2 years, and say, "Hey, man, remember when you played this game when you were like 16 and you smoked weed?
Maybe it was cool.
Well, now you're 42, balding, and smoke weed. Now buy the
Oh.
game, right? Points a gun, now buy the game."
Yeah. Buy it again.
Devin, that sounded legit. Like the way that Grand Theft Auto describes its cars inside the fake car shop. Like that's
Yeah.
exactly the way they describe them.
Yeah, now buy the car. Yeah.
Yeah.
Buy them now.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, whatever. Nostalgia does sell, and you know you can't put a price on fun. That's what I always tell people. A lot of people just don't care. A lot of video game dads.
Yeah.
I don't care. I
damn it.
have 3 hours to video game every night. I just want to turn my brain off and eat potato chips and swing a sword and shoot fireballs. Whatever. Have fun with that. It's not for me. So. That is completely fine. You know, some people like Baldur's Gate, some people like fucking Lords of Magic, some people like fucking Bassmaster Pro and shit like that, and I'm just like, that's cool. just don't charge me $50 for a fucking game that's literally just a recoat with new paint on it.
Yeah. Still though,
So,
I mean, I'm looking forward to the Gears of War re-release. Hopefully you're right about that code thing, because my Gears of War for the Xbox One was also a digital version.
yeah, we'll
So-
see. My my Xbox is still functional. I am actually currently using it to have you guys on my television screen right now.
Oh.
But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, obviously, it being on the Xbox is going to be poorly optimized because the
It's
fucking computer is like 8 years old essentially at this point. Not the actual computer, but the Xbox. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun to like attempt to play through again and just sit there and wait for, you know, fucking 2-minute increments as it tries to load. That's the other thing. When you go back and play through some of these old games on a console, not like a fairly up-to-date computer, holy hell, dude, you're just sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, you know?
Waiting. Waiting.
Soon.
Yeah.
Good to have you.
What else do you have to say, Kevin? Explain yourself.
Commencing quest now.
Yeah.
Are you prepared?
No, I mean, I don't think I got anything else to add.
Wow.
Guild sent us
Amazing.
supply items.
Can you believe
thanks.
that?
I'll
No,
be here.
It's fine.
Be here next Friday.
Yeah.
There's-
You guys
it's
don't have
funny-
D&D, right?
No.
Probably.
No.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, I think it's still on pause right now in light of recent events.
For a while, I believe, actually. Yeah, until he wants to do anything.
Yeah.
We can hang out more tomorrow. So, because it sounds like you're probably gonna be going. I assume, Kevin. I'm gonna probably hang out for another hour at minimum.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go ahead and call it a night here. I will be tomorrow hanging out with the family for
We got this.
my little niece's second birthday. So that'll be nice. But,
Cool.
should be online later tomorrow, though, for sure.
Yeah, maybe we can play some more of the shotgun roulette.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
I'd be down for that. Hopefully we can actually play
Me
this
too.
round.
Well, if you maybe 8 o'clock. I know it's dependent, but I think realistically, I was kind of timing it. It took about 2 hours, so. But it's also Saturday tomorrow, so I'm sure we could probably just gut it out. You know, that's the other thing. We played it on Sunday last time. Saturday, a little more palpable to stay up an extra hour or two.
Alright, guys. I will talk to y'all later.
Okay, Kevin. Good night.
You see
Boy, Kevin.
Bye.
Have a good night, Kevin.
You see night.
Good night, Kevin. I am going to get up and kind of move for a minute. I'm gonna refill my beverage too, so take a little 5-minute break as well. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alright.
Cool.
Lurio is joined.
Mario.
Alright, we have a new Asian friend. Hopefully he knows how to heal himself. Alright, everyone's making me feel uncomfortable on the powder.
Thanks! That helped!
Thanks, that really helped.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh my god. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Good for that chin.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this, huh?
Zulu, we're not after you.
He's here to help.
Help us, Zulu. Bless us. And we will probably not kill you later.
Maybe. Unless you become tempered, then we'll definitely kill you later.
Help me!
He
Run.
grabbed so funny.
Yeah, I think they got away though.
Actually, that took a lot less time. I was gonna check on Finn, but my mom's actually out on the porch just hanging out with him, so we'll let it be.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah.
straight legit riffing.
Him.
Kill him.
What
Shirt
the
ripper.
hell?
Butt scratcher. Butt
Please.
scratcher. Come on, I want some action.
Come on. Ah, damn it.
You look like the inside
Of a nose.
of a nose.
You did walk.
You did what?
It's a guardian Rathalos.
You did that.
Stupid name. Right.
Oh, you gonna fucking punch me and run away?
6.
Yeah. No, please. Mario X Luigi. Think about it.
Right.
Mario.
Set a trap.
They were brothers, and
Alright, now let's
you
go.
ready yet?
Bye.
The furnace hums with excitement and anticipation of the orc.
Bye.
Within it, yeah. You guys did it. You guys are really the best. You're the best monster hunters. Yes,
good.
you'll give us lots of wyvern milk too.
Lots of it. Yeah.
Just immediately, he's across the room from Esteban, and the smoke just bullet lines directly to his face. Yeah.
We're gonna fight this man. Yeah, it's just what I ordered. Some free smog.
Fascinating, isn't it?
This is a terrible flavor. You can at least have wyvern flavored tobacco. Jeez.
Well, you're stupid. Right?
Yeah. My name's Rizidi. Okay?
Space.
I'm here to rizz up the damn monsters. Can't you see I'm rizzing them up?
Can't you see it?
Have
Open up
to
those.
do the GIF where the what is it? The resonator is clapping and then the mewing thing. I love that. Right immediately. Yeah.
Yeah.
Immediately, yes. put on the chin.
Yeah.
Make
I
them
love
know.
that.
Mmm. Mmm.
Love that gift, dude. I can't believe, yeah.
Oh, he's ready.
Pulling the hell out of this dude.
I also don't like how I can't talk. What did it drop? Hopes and dreams? Is that what it dropped? No wyvern milk.
No wyvern milk.
I
You
love
can't
the,
adapt the text.
the snowman gifts with the mewing too are the best as well. He's getting Riz.
Yeah. Get Riz.
He Riz the Rizzler.
Love the Rizzler.
Someone in Oblivion made the Rizzler spell. I like that. It was like fortify personality, fortify mercantile, and fortify speech.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
Yes.
Love how it's just a whole new meme.
Je ne sais quoi.
Yes. Anything that they invent,
Hold on.
they talk about the Riz.
Always be memed.
Yeah.
You say hold on?
No, to Roxy.
Make sure you're
Oh, okay.
prepared.
I joined this guy. He's got a tempered Rathalos.
Ooh.
There we go. I love that gif. Yeah. Ooh, right, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. Sounds pretty good.
God, he oh my god, he's mastered it. Look at that. Immediate cutoff serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mew.
Oh,
my
so everyone
God.
knows. He's talking about this one. Just, ha 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 ha. Oh,
Man, compared to how
the
we
slice,
first started.
the speed.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
speed
Dude,
that he
it's so
deploys
perfect too. I know, it's so perfect. Just glides on the chin.
Yeah.
it.
God, what a beast, dude. That kid, man. He's going places.
He's
I'm
gonna
not sure
win.
where he's going, but he's going somewhere.
I will meet him when he gets there. In Sovngarde.
Yeah. He's just just a fat kid in Sovngarde surrounded by Nords. What the fuck, right?
Yeah.
You're not even dead yet either. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just, I'm here,
Yeah.
right?
He's like, yeah, I hit Alduin with one of these. And they're like, oh, right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The pose, the shine, the sparkles fly off of him.
The shine.
Todd Howard writes something in his notes. Remaster the Riz, right?
Yeah.
What was that, Todd?
Make-
Oh, nothing. I
That's
gotta
like-
go.
In Fallout 5, New Vegas Boogaloo, your main enemy will be the Rizzler.
The Rizzler.
And he's like speaking into a tape player, and they're like, what you doing over there, Todd? Nothing. Buy my game.
No, nothing. Yeah.
Whips
don't
out
worry
a
about it.
gun.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Couldn't help but notice not playing Oblivion.
Yeah. Todd, why do you always have not just a gun, guns on you? Don't worry about it, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I work for Bethesda. Of course I have guns on me.
Who's laughing? Jesus Christ, right?
Yeah. Show me more memes about this Rizzler. Alright, so what I want to do with Fallout 76 is put it in space.
Alright. But we have to make it really, really boring.
Fallout.
Why? Just do it, okay? Right?
Space is boring.
Then why make a video game about it? Okay, listen.
Don't argue with
Yeah, Todd. Now you're pissing me off. All right.
He's like, it becomes like that one girl on I Think You Should Lead. He goes, Miyazaki
Yeah.
makes one game. No, Hideo Kojima makes one game where you play as a delivery man in Ghost World and you all shit yourselves laughing.
So awesome. Yeah. I'm gonna make a game about being a delivery man. While you also walk around with a kid on your back or whatever.
It just sounds
Really? That-
funny the way you describe it, but that's the game.
Yeah. Like, really, Kojima? You don't want to, I don't know, like, no, it has to be, you have to be a delivery man. You also have to have, like, a kid around your shoulders the entire time. Okay, sure, whatever, man. Right, yeah. Alright, dude. Kind of a weirdo, right?
Yeah. Felix was making this game yesterday.
Yeah. Dude, he, like, I don't even know. Anyone else notice he, like, broke into the studio and then announced that he was doing that and then left?
Yeah. That door is broken, by the way. He has the key, but he chose to break it with that chair.
Yeah. He never repairs these things either. He breaks them and then disappears. I don't know that's the other thing. He goes around the corner and just disappears. He's gone. Gone. We look for him all the time. He's gone.
Don't talk about it too much, because then they'll just suddenly be inside the game, too. You'll be playing the game, and also there'll be this one window that looks just like that window with the chair and it being broken.
Yeah. And then when he dives through it, he does the mewing thing.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
All these monster
Yeah.
cans say monster on it, but they're just filled with water.
Yep. We can't, patent Monster Energy. Yep, true story.
Yeah. Nintendo tried, but turns out Monster Energy was a company that already existed, so they said good luck with that. And they said, well, monster is technically the same word as monster. So you captured a monster inside of a can that's kind of a metallic device, so they're kind of, hey, Nintendo, where's Monster Energy's lawsuit? You're capturing monsters in tiny metallic devices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think even on one of them it says ride the beast. Uh-oh, they're riding monsters now. Don't you have a pen on that motion and gameplay?
Yep. You can't use the word monster anymore. You have to refer to them as very large vermins or something like that.
Yeah.
But now on
That's
the Switch
just-
2 is called the console that you have to buy or else.
$107,000 billion. That's just a word I can do, but it's probably going to cost you. Oh, good. Also,
By the way-
you must pay a subscription fee of $600 per hour.
What?
Forever.
Nope. What? Right.
Forever. Yeah.
The games on it will cost about $80 to $90. By the way, you don't own these games. You can change the licensing agreement with them at any moment, and we will.
Yep. And most importantly, even though they're single-player games, if John Cook somehow says something we disagree with, he will be banned immediately. That's very specific, but okay, right?
Yeah, Cook buys one, turns it on, immediately it says suspended. Like the screen
Yeah.
just turns on,
the
suspended
fuck?
for 3 days. Yeah.
Yeah, what the
Been
fuck?
good.
Oh,
I was
we
gonna-
reviewed John Gomez's ranked matches on Overwatch 2. He typed out LOL not trying and it offended one of our our developers who was playing at the time.
Not trying, lol.
Yeah. So we decided to do the most logical thing. We banned his best friend who had nothing to do with it instead.
And him. Matter of fact, push his hairline even further.
Yeah. Proceeded. Oh.
But I was writing this down too, saying, guy needs to it's banned all the time.
Can you
Doesn't
imagine
say a
them doing
word.
that to Brian?
Yeah. It's like he's like his hands. Yeah, looking at it like his life essence is being drained, but it's just his hair. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, each and any time I get upset, Brian's hairline will be pushed back another
Yeah.
foot. My God,
Another
right?
foot.
Yeah. Yes, you are correct. Todd Howard starts thinking about this interesting. A man named John Cook gets banned for the actions of his friends. What if we remaster it in UE5 and call it Fallout 4? But he's also looking for his son,
Yes.
and you're railroaded into
Yeah.
the main quest no matter what you And he also has 13 dicks. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. He underlines the 13 dicks part and circles it heavily and draws
Yes.
arrows towards it. That part right there. Yeah.
There's a character in the game called Todd Handsome. He works for him, and he has to do all these tasks, even though he's banned. Poor Todd Handsome. yeah, I can see it now. Then you get to the Fallout game, and it's just Todd Howard, but like he's really ripped. The character never wears a shirt either. He's like got a Conan Barbarian outfit on.
Yes.
Ah,
Oh my
hello.
god.
Hello, Cook. I see you've been banned again from the other tribes.
Yeah.
Darn,
see.
that's a shame. Flexes, right?
Yeah.
And like the muscle like protrudes and points towards the direction. Go over there if you need help with your ban, right?
Yeah. Go over there.
God, this
Yes.
guy is so fucking weird.
I left the keys to the van that you'll be driving today in that cave over there. Careful, it's full of 200 fire ants.
Yeah. I counted, and I specifically made them have 200 fire hands. You're probably wondering why there are 200 fire ants. I like the number 200, and I like fire ants. So I made them have 200 fire ants.
Ever since I was introduced to the game of Fallout and the universe of Fallout, I always wanted to make a game where there was a cave full of fire ants.
Yes.
Oh my god.
As a child, the universe, right? He just
Yeah.
sits there and stares. As a child, he just stares at the camera for 13 seconds. The universe, yeah. I love that Tim and Eric's skit. Yeah, as a child.
As
yeah,
a
and then
child.
it just moves on.
Yeah,
The universe, yeah.
yeah, the universe. Why are you shining a light into my child's bedroom at midnight? I'm teaching your son about the universe. Yeah.
Yeah. Some of their stuff. I like.
Oh yeah. So, we've had this discussion before, and I think Esteban agreed with me. It's Tim and Eric is like
Make sure
they would
you're
usually miss, but like the few times they hit, God, those skits were awesome, and that was one of them. It was
Yeah.
fucking perfect. They had a lot of swing and miss though, but the few that were
Yeah.
good were really fucking good.
Damn.
So it's kind of like it's a bad show, but like if you can just like suck it up 80% of the time, the 20% that's good is really good and will fucking make you laugh your ass off.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Just like that video of that guy with the Predator missile, Esteban, that landed
Yes.
right in front of those group of people in Nokia, and it just cuts to the guy staring from Tim and Eric. So yeah.
It's pretty nice. I thought about finding that clip again and using it, just the face.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's him.
Yeah.
Who?
John Hunter.
John Hunter. The main character of this
my
game. Look, it's so
Look at the
appropriate,
play
and
with-
he's a higher rank than us.
Oh wow.
It's him, John Hunter. The
No,
hero
they're-
of the story.
The main character.
Yeah.
Good to have you.
Work.
Alright, wyverns are a
Nice.
type of monster. And wyvern milk was made to help make the monster stronger. So isn't wyvern milk just a rebrand of rare candies?
Right, yeah. Nintendo.
Yeah. The
Rare
action.
candies, yeah.
We patent the action of feeding monsters a special food of any kind to increase their power.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to sue you now, and you have to change your game.
Yep. The
Change it.
second Esteban says that, just a flashbang through his window, and then he gets black bagged and dragged away by Nintendo employees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They take me all the way to Japan, but they don't bring an English translator for some reason.
At all.
Yeah. Li hao, li choi Nintendo, li hao wa.
What do you guys want? This is illegal.
Yeah.
Talk bad about Nintendo.
That's I was gonna say. That's my favorite part is knowing in that situation they wouldn't bring. They would expect you for some godforsaken fucking reason to know Japanese.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would love it. They bring me all the way there. There goes the camp. Hey, that one was mine this time. All right. Get to experience what it's like to repair it now.
Wow, we just talked about it, dude.
Yeah, right next to the Oasis too. Damn, that's kind of cool. I've never seen that happen. That they can literally just destroy the camp now.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of cool. I mean, it makes sense, you know. Like, you know, in games past, it was kind of just like, yeah, it's weird, it's invincible, and now it's just like, no, it's out there. It's just like, no, monsters can go down, fuck this shit, and just stomp
Yeah,
on
they
it.
can fuck with it.
Yeah. But yes, back to that, yeah, that would absolutely happen to Esteban. He would get abducted, and then they would expect him to know Japanese for some reason, right?
I've set a trap.
And the president, after 2 hours, all of a sudden knows English. He's like, so, you think it's funny that we sue everyone?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Ever since we patented Arceus, we patented the idea of God.
Yeah.
So now we legally have patented you. And all of a sudden, like, they unveil their next Pokemon game, and literally I'm a character in the game. There's a bunch of patents attached to me.
It literally just, it's a picture of just Ash Ketchum, but they slapped Stefan's face over Ash's face, yeah. So it looks like he's like, yeah, like walking down the Pallet Town with his
Yeah.
Pikachu, right?
Now,
Perhaps
Now-
you must learn of the ways of patents.
I know it's a different country, but I believe the phrase "China is your father" would be rather appropriate.
Oh boy. Right?
Yeah. No. Oh no. I need an adult. I am an adult.
Put him on the chair.
Yeah.
The comfy chair.
Perhaps you do not understand the situation you're in. You will sign the contract, or we will force you to place my. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Yeah, hold on. We have a very bald man who's addicted to Smite in other room who really needs a partner to play with, okay?
Yes.
Now you sign this contract, yeah?
I don't want.
God, he's annoying, right? Right?
He's gonna sue me. They're gonna sue me. Nintendo's coming for me.
Yeah, it just cuts to Brian. Gosh, I wish someone would face my screen. You just hear Esteban. They're gonna sue me in the background, yeah.
Yeah. They're coming for me. Here at Nintendo, we patented the movement of pushing buttons on a handheld device. Is that the controller in your hand?
Each time you play, you press button on controller, $600 to out of bankroll into Nintendo stock, right?
Yes.
Into Nintendo stock.
Yeah.
How is lawsuits the new idea of making video games for you?
Silence!
Have you thought about making good games instead? Stab him or something.
Yeah. Stab him, then fart on him when he's in pain.
Watch into his wounds.
Yeah.
Poison wound, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
God.
Brian, help me! Stop playing Smite. Nintendo's farting into my wounds.
Make sure it's their ass.
Yeah, and he just cuts to Brian. I guess I gotta fucking do everything myself. I guess I'm cute for a game by myself. This is a bunch of bullshit. You ask
Yeah.
me, I tell you what. Meanwhile, in the background, Esteban, they're stabbing me and farting on me. It's really weird, right?
I want to go home. Why are you in Japan? Why is
Yeah, I
Brian-
know. Why are you in Japan? Yeah.
They don't say anything. They just continue to fart on your wounds.
Why was Brian in Japan? No one could answer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, insanely chewy.
We understand your frustration, but we do not care, for we are Nintendo. Fuck you
Yeah.
and fuck your lasagna. What?
No.
I think he meant to say bitch. But he doesn't understand English, right? Yeah.
He's a rude dude, this Nintendo president guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I am writing this from friend Devin from Texas. Dear Japanese, you are stupid and smell like butt. Bitch lasagna, whatever that means.
Anger began to boil inside of Nintendo.
Yeah, what is this bitch and what is lasagna? Does it taste good? Actually, it does taste good, yes.
Quest accepted.
But yes, chat, in general, fuck Nintendo. They make good games, but their business decisions are very anti-consumer, and over the course of their business model, they're going to slowly burn bridges to the point where people just don't want to deal with them after a while.
Yeah.
So,
You know, I've already reached that
Shame
point.
on them.
they literally need to start just chilling out and, like, I don't know, maybe hire some PR people and, like, you know, someone in there to just go like, hey guys, like, let's not drive away our customer base by being a bunch of buttholes. So
Yeah. Maybe let people run tournaments of our games with prizes.
yeah,
That we
and
don't have to
stream them.
profit off of them. Yeah.
That's the thing I don't get is just like copyright stuff. Sure, fine, because people are always pirating games. Whatever you want to say about that argument, whatever. Why are you so anti like get exposure to your games out to people? Don't you want people to see your awesome game so you can be like, yeah, I'm gonna go pay 40 bucks. And the other thing with like pirating games, most people who seriously, true story, most people who pirate games eventually buy the fucking game because they like it so much. They're just like, fuck it, this game's awesome. Here's 20 bucks eventually. They do.
I wouldn't know. I never pirated a game, but like I did enjoy the meme of when they first started like changing those licensing agreements and like companies. It was like the company is like buying a game is not owning a game, and then that's when like the response was, well then pirating is not stealing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arg. Sell the 7 Seas,
Yeah.
shipmates. Yimmerman Jensen. Schmitty what? What's his name? Schmitty Yimmer Man Jensen.
Shiver me timbers, Batman. I just don't understand. Let people own their games. Alright? Let people own their games, make good games. Let people celebrate your games. So you have to profit off of every single thing. I get the cost of things has gone up, but like, are you really losing out when someone gives away like a 3-month card, like or a cash prize? Someone's really good at N64 Smash Bros, but because Mario is a character in the game, or because they're playing on N64s, like dude can't just get is like what is $1,000?
Yeah, they're stupid about that. Like, there's still even like Warcraft 3 tournaments, and even Blizzard's not that bad. Like, there's Warcraft 3 like free-for-all tournaments, and like, you know, the winner, yeah, the way that guy. I saw that, Philip. It's just like, dude, like, you know, they'll have like tournaments, you know, and stream it, and it'll be like winner gets $100, and as lame and shitty as Blizzard is, they're just like, yeah, it's cool. It's exposure towards our game. People will buy our shit. Not Nintendo. So.
It's super weird.
Yeah, I saw that. That guy was just freaking.
They had time to throw down their smoke bombs. They wanted to catch him, and no one stopped me.
Help me, damn it, Rain, help me! The fact of the matter is, all of the hunters gathered around as the poor thing was electrocuted to death, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, all right,
Why is no one helping me?
I'm literally just a giant desert frog. I don't understand the hostility.
That's where, yeah, no.
Don't let
Esteban would say no. No, and
Don't let
pushes you
them
back.
kill me.
No one help this man. He must learn, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I must capture you before Nintendo says capturing monsters in any form is something they patent and own.
By the way, owning an Xbox, that's fine. Owning a PC patented by the old
Yes.
Japanese masters of the samurai, right?
Samurai.
Big
Oh, the
horns.
samurai.
Huge.
Cuts to just a painting of a samurai from like 1174. He somehow has a desktop that he's working on. What the fuck?
Uh-huh.
That's
Yeah.
bullshit, yeah.
I feel like this painting was altered.
No.
AI
We would
painting.
never lie. We are honor bound, yeah.
This is
Our
AI
scientists say that
generated.
it's real, right? And they go, it's true, it's real. Can our scientists look at it? No.
No.
No, no.
Actually, we're gonna charge you to look at it. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Oh.
Yeah, that's good, that's good. And what? Did you look at that on a phone? Oh no. I'm afraid
That's an-
we and Nintendo patented you looking at a small screen in your hand.
Yeah.
That's
$800.
Yeah, another $800, please. Thank you.
Right out of your bank. And if you don't do that, we're just going to take from your, forever.
Who not but notice you're enjoying a Dos Locos to Doritos Supreme.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We own
Interesting.
Taco Bell now.
Yeah, we
So if
own
you
it
if
now.
you look at this painting, points to the left of him. There's just there's a Taco Bell from a painting in like 1814, right? Just,
Yeah.
Yep, right there. We invented that. Yep.
Feudal Japan.
Quest
Interesting.
accepted.
It looks like the painting is water painting, and then you guys just glued, a cardboard cutout of a paint. Nope. We didn't do that. Nope.
Yeah.
The worst part is, you guys got a really bad 240p, variation of a Taco Bell, and said, yeah, that's good enough, right? Slapped it on there, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even the same
don't-
paint.
Well,
It's
let's
just
get our way.
it's a vinyl sticker. Don't touch our painting.
Yeah.
We received
$50 charge.
Don't
Yeah.
let them go to waste.
How
You
dare you?
damage it.
You
I
pay
sue
now.
you for property damage.
Breathing? Let's not even begin to think about that. We patented, right?
Yeah.
Walking by beach, we patent that too.
Using your lungs while looking at monster.
100,000 billion dollars. Okay,
Yeah.
that's deep, yeah. Forever.
The rest of your life. Looking in mirror while thinking about monster. Also fat.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Riding bicycle on a route of some kind. We had that movement. It's in our game. Oh God.
Have I mentioned that? Yeah. Have I mentioned that the tank is a tank? Sold. Right.
Yes.
I'll take that.
There you go.
Man.
We're about to patent
Really
Jinder
fun.
hard right here. Look at this.
Oh. A fellow sword and steel weaver. Hello, brother.
A man of culture, I see.
Yeah.
Fellow man. Interesting. I heard the word sword and shield. Oh, here we go, right?
A corner up and notice your desktop wallpaper is Jessie from Team Rocket.
She's
Interesting.
doing
right?
a strange act, but we're not going to talk. Anyway, right?
Yes. And that'll be $300.
$100,000.
$2 million bajillion. Oh
So I'm
God.
going to need an actual amount.
Oh, I forgot.
$40.
I
good
forgot
enough.
about my hot drink.
Oh yeah, probably should drink enough of the spicy wyvern milk.
Hot.
Spicy.
Yeah.
Spicy, like the meatball that my mama makes. Yeah.
It's wyvern milk mixed with elote.
Oh God, Jesus, right? Have you ever wanted your anus to be burning, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, don't even get started without anus. Yeah, we
Yeah.
invent that. Yeah, right.
Anus burning, that's a Pokemon thing.
That's ours.
What do you think the move Toxic is?
Yeah, he's got a point here. Corn is always important.
I know.
Still in the air.
Feels good to have land.
It does, it really does. You wouldn't know that since we patented how to make land.
Yes.
Patent how to make land?
I really hope we get something good out of this. I really hope.
That'd be
I really hope Power World doesn't have to keep those changes. 'Cause that is. It irks me, to be honest.
Are you seriously thinking about getting it?
Yeah, I want to get Power World.
I got it. I've created a world and everything. I just haven't
I'll say
really
this.
progressed through it.
I don't know how much time Brian has anymore, for obvious reasons, but better not let him fucking see you doing that. 'Cause good God Almighty.
Well, I mean, I'll let him join, but it's gonna be on our time.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be staying up till 6 in the morning to play Power World with him.
Yeah. Me neither.
I don't think he's. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think that might be.
For sure.
That might be it for Bri. I don't even think Bri has time for that anymore. So I'm with you there. I haven't talked to him at all. You do not understand how patent,
Yeah.
right?
You don't understand.
Perhaps you and your stupid pea brain on this.
No, I'd love if there's a mod that immediately just changes back all those changes.
Yes.
I'd use that immediately.
I don't blame you.
No, Jinjahad, surrender to us, please. Before freaking Nintendo finds out and tries to patent Ice Dragons.
Yeah. That's our idea.
Yes.
That is our idea. Why do not do that?
You make big mistake with the freaking fighting monsters.
We are the only ones that are supposed to make ice dragons.
Our chin is Maximus.
The chin is maximum. You call them lawyers and petty lawsuits. We call them getting rizzo.
Sir, I don't actually think you understand. Silence!
Yes. Do not initiate the Nintendo Rizzler. Behold our perfect chin.
Notice how
Yeah.
it hides, right?
Yeah.
To get the image of a nose pass, but then reshape it so it's like a chin pass Pokemon.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
Yes. Very aerodynamic, is it not? Yeah.
Just touching it.
Starting to think that the Nintendo people might just be fucking insane.
Yeah. I'm not sure they have our best interests at heart. This is the Grundle I need to live in. Oh! There you go. It's going up there. Okay, it's Y. That's the button I was looking for. Rush!
Are you happy now? Are you happy now? What you did?
Yeah. You're letting Nintendo win, Jindo. You're supposed to be on our side. We have to warn Capcom when they find out there's monsters in Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they raise their eyebrows.
Right, I gotta go. What exactly?
What are you doing over there? Enjoying non-Nintendo games?
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Makes me surprised that they have, like... I know they've done stuff, but when's the last time they tried to take down the Pokemon MMO?
I don't know. So Pokemon MMO is weird because obviously I've streamed it for you guys and stuff like that. I don't know how they supposedly they have a fantastic team, from what I've been told, but they've managed to basically just be like nanny nanny boo boo fuck you too to Nintendo for years. That's what Bacchus was the one that got all of us into it. And he said it's been up since 2018, so 7 years. So I don't know how they get away with it. Interesting question, right?
Yes. What a great looking question.
Thanks.
Yeah, did I mention the tank is a tank soul?
Oh, shit.
Did I mention that the tank is, you know, a tank soul?
No, not that. That's Lois's rainy day fund.
Ah, crap. I'm not in right now. Please leave a message. Ah, crap.
I
I
hate
hate
these
these
things.
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beep. Peter, play with this.
Yeah. And right here, where it says to sign it, it just it goes over and over again. Oh my god, he's signing it. I can't believe he's signing it. Oh my god.
I can't, yeah, my God. He's signing it. I can't believe it.
Yeah. Stop trying to focus me, Jindy Hot. I belong to you. You belong to me. Just like how
I
monsters.
must be cold to us.
Yeah. Damn, Jindy Hot, you're cold as ice.
Cold as
But how will you deal with this call when you're cold as ice? Classic. Oh my God.
Yeah.
My throat, it's stiffening. And then, glad I made it. Put this on Jamaican, yeah.
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 That's a
Oh, okay.
classic. That's a classic, yeah.
I'm gonna die now.
No! I was
I
trying to
knew it.
do my,
I was like,
I was trying to do my cloud and this dude was hitting me.
I can see this one coming. Once the third one was there and also my feet were frozen, I was like, alright, this is what's about to happen.
Ah.
Oh yeah, kill it now that I'm gone. Don't worry, I only have 50 seconds to get there and carve my pieces.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is
Didn't
this
die the
match.
whole time, was doling out damage like crazy, constantly catching the aggro. I had the red dot on me for a long time.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Nintendo has spoken.
Nintendo.
Nintendo! Many of you are probably tired of hearing about Nintendo on this stream. I have news for you. We don't give a fuck, right?
It's it's in the name of the stream. I feel like you should expect that. I think they'd be very disappointed if I only mentioned Nintendo once. It's like, hey, Nintendo, what's up their deal? Am I right, guys? Like, subscribe, send me a picture of Nintendo.
Crazy, am I right?
Preferably one that's expanding. Kind of like this, right? Jesus.
This is how you get banned really fast.
Yeah.
On my YouTube tutorial. and getting your channel blocked in every single country of the world.
Yeah.
You too will learn how to spread. Eagle.
Yeah. Now do it.
Do it now.
No, in all seriousness, it's already like, it's about to be 11:30 and it's really hot in here. I think now's a good cutoff time for me.
That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you all. Hope you all enjoyed. We should be back tomorrow, hopefully. Sorry, it's really warm in here, and I just had a bunch of thoughts pop in my head at the same time about tomorrow. Probably shotgun roulette tomorrow, maybe some more wilds. But thank you all. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that like button, keep on posting. We'll see you on the next one. You all have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.